Hello friends, I'm Dr. Krishna Patil. Welcome to drkrishnapatil.com. Today we will be discussing a very important question that most of the dialysis requiring patients ask, that is whether kidney transplant is a good option for them. So kidney transplant in general is definitely the best option for those who are requiring dialysis in terms of quality of life and the longevity of life. But it is not free of challenges. So the most important thing to understand is, the question is whether I will be back on dialysis after transplant. Yes, that is possible. So the data over last few decades with the improvisation in the outcomes of kidney transplant, what we see is approximately 2 to 3% of kidney transplant patients, those who have got a kidney from a related or a living donor, 2 to 3% will be back on dialysis within 1 year. And that is around 3 to 5% at the end of 1 year for those who have received a kidney from a brain dead donor. So at 5 years, this number is around 10% in living donors. So out of 100, 10 will be back on dialysis by the end of 5 years. And by the end of 10 years, 20 to 25% will be back on dialysis at the end of 10 years. So the good thing is, at the end of 10 years for a living donor kidney transplant, at least 80 of the 100 will be having a functioning graft. That is, they won't be on dialysis. So it's in general, it's a very good outcome. And in those who have got the graft from a deceased donor, that is a brain dead donor, it is approximately 5% lesser survival as compared to the living donors. That is, around 15% of them will have gone back to dialysis at the end of 5 years, and 30 to 35% would have gone back to dialysis at the end of 10 years. So even with brain dead donor, 65 to 70% will be having a functioning graft at the end of 10 years. That's the good news. Some patients also ask about what's the chances of dying post-transplant. So a person post-transplant could die from an infection or due to other causes, the other comorbidities like cardiac events. And the data says that by the end of 1 year, there is 3% chance of mortality. At the end of 5 years, it is 9%. And at the end of 10 years, 14%. This is much less than those who stay back on dialysis. So kidney transplant is a very good option for those requiring dialysis as the renal replacement therapy. What are the important challenges post-transplant? The important challenges post-transplant are immediate post-transplant complications related to the surgery, like there can be a blood clot in the blood vessel supplying the kidney. So that clot can block the blood supply to the kidney, causing a sudden graft failure. There can be accumulation of fluid around the kidney, pressing the kidney, causing kidney dysfunction. These things are simple to detect, and immediate intervention can preserve the kidneys from getting lost. And the next important challenge for a kidney transplant patient is because of the immunosuppression. Now see, anything that is foreign to our body is recognized as an enemy by the body, and our immune system mounts a response against that foreign body. So this response from our immune system causes a rejection of the organ. So to prevent this rejection, the transplant patient will be on high doses of immune suppressive medication. Now when our immunity is suppressed with these medications, there are chances of infections. So infections that can be from outside, or infections that were hidden inside and get manifested after the immunity is suppressed. So infections are one of the most important challenge in the first 6 months. Once the patient crosses that time of 6 months to 1 year, the immunity suppressing medicines are at the minimum doses, and the risk of infection comes back to almost like general population. So infections is one important challenge post-transplant. They have to be picked up early and dealt very aggressively. Second is rejection. So rejection, as we already discussed, our body's immune system will try to reject a foreign body, and so the graft will face this challenge of sustaining, and the rejection can come without any symptoms. There can be just some increase in the urine protein leak, or there can be some asymptomatic, like without any symptoms, rise in the creatinine levels, which has to be picked up early. So a very careful and close follow-up is essential for transplant patients to pick up rejection, which is high during the first 1 year. It can happen at any time of the transplantation. It can happen within 6 months, 3 months, within 1 year. It can happen after 10 years also. But the chances are more in the early time, like in the first 1 year. And the follow-up has to be very close during this first 6 months and up to 1 year. The next challenge is the drug toxicity. The immune suppressive medication that we are giving, there are drugs like tacrolimus or cyclosporin, which if attain a higher level in the blood, can themselves cause some toxicity to the kidney. So the drug level monitoring is also very important thing post-transplant. The fourth important thing is the recurrence of the native kidney disease. The kidney disease that had affected one's previous, the God-given kidneys, the same native kidney disease can affect the graft as well. And that can be very high chance in certain etiologies like HUS, whereas very less in other etiologies like kidney failure due to painkiller use, or interstitial nephritis due to infections or something like that. The other challenges that are important to keep in mind are patients after transplant, most of them will be on steroids. So steroids can cause rise in blood sugar, and a new onset diabetes can be one possibility. The osteoporosis related to steroid and steroid related toxicity features, they have to be closely followed, monitored, and the doses adjusted accordingly and dealt with appropriately in time. The important causes for death post-transplant infections, and the most important now, which is increasing, is the cardiac events. Now that we are dealing with infections very effectively, cardiac events, that is heart attack related deaths, are becoming the most important cause of death post-transplant, and have to be, all the transplant patients have to be on heart protective medication. And coming to the last thing, which is rare but the chances increase as compared to general population, are cancers. Certain cancers, the chances may increase because of the immunity of the person is suppressed, and at least annual or yearly screening for malignancies is also a good thing in a post-transplant patient. So kidney transplant is definitely the best option of renal replacement therapy for those requiring dialysis, but it's not free of challenges, and a close follow-up with your transplant physician is the most important thing to pick up things early and deal with them, nip in the bud, so that the problem can be dealt at appropriate time and the graft can last for long. Thank you very much.